Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Coach Calloway. I am going to give you some information today that will absolutely impact your life in a very positive way and allow you to achieve higher levels of success and achievement and happiness in your life. And it has to do with your time and time management. Now, before you say, I've heard everything there is to hear about time management, how important it is, and I'm sure that you have, but I'm going to put it in a context today and really make you think about it in a completely different way and bring some new information that I believe is going to be extremely valuable in your life in regards to you being able to succeed at higher levels and achieve and accomplish the things that you truly desire to achieve in your life. So time and how you manage your time is so critically important. And time is the most valuable asset that you have. I want you to think about that. It's more valuable than anything you have in your life. It's far more valuable than even your money and your other assets. So when you kind of look at your assets that you've acquired and how much money you have and those kinds of things, those things are important. But your time is so much more valuable than anything. You know, let's compare it to money as an example. Money is an unlimited resource. We just print it. And here in the United States, we print a lot of it, and there is no cap or limit. It's an unlimited resource. If you want to work hard enough, if you're creative enough, and you're willing to put in the sacrifice and the work that it takes to achieve and earn more money, you have that ability. There is no limit to money. You can go get as much of it as you're willing to work for. You compare that to time. You can't print time. You can't manufacture and go achieve or earn and gain more time. Your time is your time. There is a limit to the time. However much time you have left is just however much time you have left. If you go below all the money that you have, you can replace it. But if you go below and waste all of your time, it's irreplaceable. So time is so valuable to you. And let's be honest, we don't place enough value on our time. We place more value on our money management and on our investing our money and those kinds of things and on other areas of life than we do the most valuable asset that we have. We place more priority on money and those other things than we do our time. And I want to encourage you to think about that today. Just take some personal inventory right now and think about, man, time is my most valuable asset. It is the most valuable, most important thing that I have in my possession. Yet I don't give it that level of priority in my life. So I want to encourage you today to really think about that, and let's give time the priority that it deserves, and that is number one priority. There is nothing more valuable in our life. So again, what we do with it, how we invest our time and manage our time matters, and it matters significantly to the level of happiness, fulfillment that we have in life, and most importantly, the level of success, achievement, and accomplishment that we have in every aspect of our life, in our finances, in our jobs, in our profession, in our personal lives, in our relationships, in our marriages. How we choose to invest and spend our time in all of those areas of life is the most important thing. Far more important than anything else that you have above it right now as a priority in your life. We all really look at our money on where to invest our money, right? We all know we've got to really pay attention and make a priority over where we invest our money, where we spend our money. But do we do that? Do we take that level of scrutiny and thought and priority to our time? And the answer for most of us is no, we do not. We have time down the list when it should be at the top of the list. So I just want to encourage you to take that personal inventory. So for me, I do things. So I set an alarm on my phone as an example to make sure that I'm not wasting time. And we waste so much time. Let's just say that first. We all waste so much time. How much time do you waste every day? That valuable time just wasted away when it could have been used to get you closer to your goals, to get you closer to the things you want to achieve in your life. Yet we just waste it and spend it off on nonsense many times. Man, we've got to change that. And I want to encourage you to change that. Because if you make time your most valuable asset and the number one priority in your life, and you invest it wisely and you spend your time wisely, you put your time into things that matter, that bring you happiness and joy and peace and fulfillment, and the things that bring you success, achievement, and accomplishment, that bring you, success in your profession and in your finances and in your relationships and all those things, man. Gosh, it's so valuable. So I hope I've driven that point home just to get you to kind of stop and think for a minute. Wow, Coach Calloway's right. My time is so valuable, and I don't give it the value that it deserves. And let's change that. Let's do something about that. Let's become better investors of our time and be wise and smart with where we give our time and what we give our time to. Now, I get it. Sometimes we need R&R and relaxation. Sometimes we need, a few hours of Netflix times with our spouse or our friends. And, we need some social time. I get that. We all have that. And those things are important too. So sometimes it's important to invest time in those things. But we do too much of that during working hours and during the day. We're on social media. We're wasting time at lunch. We're not maximizing every minute of every day to lead us towards our goals and the success that we desire. So what is it? What's your level of success that you want to achieve in your life? And are you making the investment with your time that will lead you to achieving the success that you want? And most of us answer that question, if we answer it honestly, is no, we don't invest our time right. And we don't make the investment of time properly to lead us to the things we say that we want and that we desire to have. And we've got to change that. Time is so critically important to us. And we don't know when it's going to end. It can end in any moment. Our time could run out and we can never get to the level of success and fulfillment that we want in our life. So we can't waste it, not 1 minute. So back to what I do. So I actually set an alarm on every hour at the 50-minute mark of each hour. So at 8:50, at 9:50, at 10:50, 11:50, and so on and so forth throughout the workday. I have an alarm preset on my phone. And every hour, when it gets to be like 9:50 or whatever, alarm goes off. And that alarm triggers several things in my life. It triggers 3 or 4 different things. But the one thing that it triggers, one of the 3 or 4 things that it triggers that I know I need to do in the next 10 minutes, that 9:50 to 10 o'clock window or that 10:50 to 11 o'clock window, one of the things it triggers is a quick review of how I just spent my last hour. Did I invest the last hour wisely? And then I hold myself accountable on the hour. I don't go more than an hour without kind of looking back and looking at what I did, how I invested that hour, and make sure that I'm investing in the things that are going to lead me to my goals and the things that I want to achieve. And most of us don't do that. We don't hold ourselves accountable. We just waste that valuable time. And you can't wait to the end of the week. Some people say, well, I do that about once a week. On Sundays is my day that I look back on the week and see, did I accomplish everything or do everything I needed to do during the week? And then you realize how much time you wasted. You probably wasted hours and hours and maybe probably even days. In a 7-day period, you probably wasted a few days of that in doing things that aren't leading you towards the success that you desire to have. So that week's gone, now it's gone. So, and then you may say, well, I'll do it at the end of the day. At, about 6 o'clock when I'm ready to shut down work, I look back on my work day and see if I've invested my time wisely. Well, then you wasted hours. I wanted to get more granular than that. I wanted to look back on the hour, every hour, make sure that if I'm wasting something, I only wasted a few minutes and not hours or days. So that's just my tip to you. It's one thing that I do. And a lot of people say, man, Chris, you're a little overboard. You're a little weird. That's okay. I'm a little weird. I might be a little overboard. But it's just what I need to do to hold myself accountable to achieve the things that I want to achieve. Because I want to achieve great levels of success. So I don't know what your success line is and what you want to get to, but it's going to take a significant investment. And the biggest investment to get there is your time. Where are you investing your time? And other things, but time is the number one thing that's going to either lead you to achieving the things you want to achieve or not, because you've spent it elsewhere. We look at our investments on our money trying to get to a financial goal, and we just don't do that with our time, and our time is far more valuable than the money. So I hope this is put it in a different context and a different light, allowed you to see how valuable your time is. And again, you've heard these kinds of things, but I need you to really, don't just hear me, but hear me. This is key. So here's what I want to offer you. I want to offer you a free. It's free, won't cost you a penny. And this is so valuable, you really must take advantage of it. I have a free playbook on winning time management strategies out at CoachCallaway.com. So if you're not a CoachCallaway.com member, a 1% Club member, you can go out there and with a click of a mouse and within about 10 to 15 seconds, you can download an absolute free, very detailed winning time management success strategies playbook that gives you so much valuable content that will be a tremendous asset in your life and a tremendous blessing in your life. So when you have an opportunity to get something like this of tremendous value for free, take advantage of it. CoachCallaway.com. Link is on the page. You can just type it in your web browser, head over and download it, absolutely free, no strings attached. Because we want to be a blessing to you. We want to bless and empower those. Mission of CoachCallaway.com is to empower you to succeed and empower you to reach your full potential in your life. That is our mission, that is our purpose, and that's what I want to help millions and millions and millions of people to do. And we're doing that at CoachCallaway.com. So go take advantage of that. Don't miss it. All right. Again, I always say, make plays, not excuses. Don't make an excuse not to go out to the website and get that free resource right now. Make it happen. Till next time, we'll talk to you again soon. God bless.